Namaste all. I hope you are doing well and you all are safe. I welcome you all on the behalf of Himalayan Yoga Association. My name is 𝐂𝐞𝐫𝐭𝐢𝐟𝐢𝐞𝐝 and I am your Ashtanga teacher. We are going to be discussing about some terms in Ashtanga, some basic terms, some alignment of the postures. I hope you enjoy this course and you find it fruitful. Namaste. Namaste to all. Welcome to my Ashtanga sessions. I hope you are safe and doing well in your lives. Again, we will start today's session with the chanting of Om and the opening mantra of Ashtanga. So again, sit comfortably on the mat so that you are comfortable, you are breathing well. In Sukhasana, close your eyes very gently, keeping your spine straight, keeping your chest open. From here, bring your both palms together. Deep inhale. Vande Gurunam Charinarvinde Sandarsita Swatma Sukha Vabodhe Nisreyase Janglikayamane Samsara Hala Hala Mohashantyaye Abahu Purushakaram Sankhchakra Siddharinam Sastrasir Samsvetam Pranimamim Patanjalim. From here, drop your forehead down. Pray to the God. Gather some positive energy. Lift your head up, rub your palms together. Create a nice energy between your palms. Place your palms on your eyes, on your entire face, on your throat, on your chest, on your heart. Release your arms down, open your eyes by looking down. So in today's session, let's figure out how to perform Janu Sirsasana. So there are three variations of Janu Sirsasana in Ashtanga primary series. And these Janu Sirsasana, the Janu means in Sanskrit, it is about your knee. So it is about knee twisting. So Janu Sirsasana A, B and C, it keeps on, challenging your knee joint in a different level. So there are different variations, there are modifications of that if you are not able to perform that, if you are struggling there. So let's have a look here. So after following the half vinyasa, we are going to be in Dandasana, staff pose. After here, what we are going to do, so the first variation is a kind of, you will feel that it is very easy. But the second and third one is a kind of postures, is a kind of set of postures which is going to challenge you. So just let's have a look from starting. So from Dandasana, bend your right knee, drag your right heel towards your perineum. Rest the knee down, so your knee is facing towards your right side and heel close to your perineum. So as you can see from here, so right foot is almost towards perineum, knees facing towards the right side, right sole is against the left inner thigh, left leg is completely straight. So now from here, as you inhale, lift your arms up and exhale, bend forward. Grab the left foot or place your palms down or grab the strap. Like place a strap if you're not able to reach towards your left foot. And stay here, keep your chest open, keep your core active. Look towards your big toes. Do not overarch your cervical, your neck, and stay there. Keep your left leg nicely active. If you feel anything around your knee, you can just squeeze the calf and your hamstring against each other as if you are just kind of, squeezing something that will protect your knee joint. After spending 5 breaths here, as you inhale, chest and chin up, look up, and as you exhale, very gently release your leg forward. Again follow the half vinyasa, which is comprised of Chaturanga Dandasana, lower plank, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Again, after half vinyasa, step or jump forward, same posture with the left side. So bend the left knee, adjust the left sole of the foot against the right inner thigh, and then be there. Now, here, this first posture, it is like kind of easy, as I said, because almost all the people are able to do it. Some beginners may not be able to perform it, so they can just adjust cushion. So in any sitting posture where you're not feeling comfortable, where you're rounding your lower back, I just suggest you that always adjust something under your hips, because your hips will get that kind of elevation from the ground, which will allow your pelvic to tilt very nicely forward, because whenever your pelvic needs an anterior tilt, your hips to go back. So this is about the forward fold. Now the second posture is 𝐲𝐨𝐠𝐚 B, the variation B of 𝐲𝐨𝐠𝐚. So after following the half vinyasa, again jump or step forward, be in Dandasana. From Dandasana, just bend the right knee, adjust the right foot again, like as we were doing the first variation, the A variation, again do the same variation. Okay. Now from here, what you need to do, so you don't have to open your knee to the right side very completely. You can just keep your knee slightly towards forward, towards the front of your area. Now from here, what you need to do, you need to lift your hips up. So you can press your palms down, okay? Or you can place your palms forward, and then you can press your palms down and lift your hips up. You can even bend your front knee, lift your hips up, and then shift your hips over your right foot, right? So as you can see me again from here, from this direction, from here, you can just lift your hips up, press your palms down. You can even use the block or something to lift your hips up, and very slowly and gently. Make sure that you're not feeling anything around your knee. So you have to be very careful to get here. So lifting the hips up, adjusting the left hip over the right foot. So here knee will come slightly in, right? And you will point the right toe. So I also show you from this direction, like this. So if I lift my hips up, as you can see my right toe, what it is doing, how it is under my hip, it is like this. So the sole of the foot is facing towards the ceiling and it is pointed, right? And then you're going to sit over it. Now the knee is almost 70 to 80 degree, not at 90 degree, not fully open. So it is either 70 to 80 degree or less than that, doesn't matter, it's okay. Because if you're not feeling, if you're feeling pain, if you're feeling comfortable, if you're not feeling comfortable in the posture and you're just opening your knee, it is not going to give you the benefits of the posture, and it is going to just always put you in a level of discomfort. Okay, now from here, as you inhale, raise your arms up, chest open, lengthen your spine, and exhale, bend forward. So again, knees slightly in, left leg is active, left foot is slightly flexed in a neutral position. And stay there for 5 breaths. After spending 5 breaths here, as you inhale, chest and chin up. As you exhale, very gently, again lift your hip up. Drag your right foot forward so that you are very slowly and gently placing your hip down, and then extend your leg forward. Now, this posture, you don't have to perform these and the third variation until and unless you don't get a mastery over the variation A. If you're feeling comfortable, variation A, if your spine is almost straight, not getting rounded so much, if your pelvic movement is okay, if you're not feeling something at your knee in variation A, then you can move towards the variation B. But if you're not comfortable in variation A, I suggest you to not move towards the variation B, because the modification in Ashtanga is like more often the previous variation. There are some modification like adjustment with the block, belt, but if you're not feeling comfortable at one particular variation, do not go ahead towards the second, towards the next one. This is the key. Now again, after following the half vinyasa, perform it with the left foot. So firstly, keeping it like variation A, and then place your hip over the foot and then going down, keeping your right leg active. And again, you can squeeze your calf and hamstring slightly against each other so that you're protecting your knee joint. Now again, you can spend 5 breaths there, and then you can just come out after spending 5 breaths, and then you can follow the half vinyasa again. After following the half vinyasa, you can land into Dandasana. Now this third variation is the challenging variation among all these three. This I will not suggest you if you are a beginner. Even for some intermediate practitioner, it is not suggested. It can be only suggested to those people who have, a good range of motion around the hip joint. So it can come like after a lot of practice, or maybe you are already flexible. You don't have that kind of life where you always keep on sitting, or like do not like rotate your hips out in some movements. Your hips are like getting stiff. Do not try this third variation. You can just try the first or second variation, and then you can move ahead to the upcoming postures. So how it is we are going to have a look. So you can just have a look. It's okay. Now from here, after landing in Dandasana, bend the right knee again, knee towards your right side. Now this time you're going to lift the heel up, toe down. So without any external force, just try to lift your right heel up and right toe down. Now from here, insert your right arm under your shin, right? This is my right arm, and under your shin, just try to grab your right foot and try to lift it up and try to bring it closer to your perineum. If you're not feeling comfortable at any point, stop there. Otherwise, just drag it towards your perineum. From here again, try to lift your hips up. This thing which I'm gonna do here, only do that if you're feeling comfortable, if you have good range of motion at the hip joint. Otherwise, don't do this. So lift the hip up and try to slowly, very slightly adjust your body forward. So as you can see, it is giving an intense twist around my knee joint. If my hip is not properly open, it is going to be very harmful for my knee. So inhale, raise your arms up. So as you can see, my right heel is almost towards the ceiling, if not completely, but very slightly. And my right toe is down. So I'm lifting my heel up. It is a very intensive twisting. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, bend forward. And stay there for 5 breaths. After spending 5 breaths here, inhale, chest and chin up. Exhale, release your arms, very gently release your legs. The modification is, again, firstly you can adjust a block or a cushion or double cushion or any bolster under your hips, right? And then you can perform the posture. The second modification is, if you are feeling pain around your knee joint, a very little pain, if you need a support, then you can just adjust a block here like this. So block is giving support to my knee joint. But again, I'm suggesting you, if you're not feeling comfortable at variation A and B, if you don't have a good range of motion, good openness at the hip joint, do not try this. Prepare yourself for this, but do not try this. If you are trying this, you have to be very, very aware. You have to be very, very careful of your efforts. All right. Now again, if you're not reaching forward, just use a strap or a towel and like this. Again, after following the half vinyasa, again land forward and change the side, this time with the left side. And again, firstly, firstly try to use your own muscles without any external force, without any hand adjustment. Try to lift your heel up as much as you can do, as much you can rotate your hip out, and then from there on, very little support of your hand. Still your hip muscles, your leg muscles are doing the work, but you're just getting a little support of your hand. And then you can just stay there for 5 breaths. And then after spending 5 breaths, again come up, follow the half vinyasa. Then we finish these all 3 variations of Janu Sirsasana. So it is not important to get any kind of external force or even your like hands adjustment, like to pull something. That will not provide you that much flexibility. If you do it very actively without any kind of external help, external force, then it is going to be beneficial for you. You will gain the flexibility soon, instead of pulling something and then thinking that I'm going to be flexible because I'm just doing it very deeply. That is a wrong way to do. So this thing, just keep it in your mind. So I hope that you have got the information, the proper alignment cues here of these 3 postures. So just let's close this session with the chanting of Om and the closing mantras. So just sit comfortably, keep your spine straight, close your eyes and your palms together. Inhale deeply. Swaste prajabhyay paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahimsa go brahmanebhyay shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Drop your forehead down. Give thanks to the God. Be thankful. Lift your head up. Again, release your arms. By looking down gently, open your eyes. So I hope you received all the information regarding these postures, these 2 postures. In this particular session, we shall be discussing about a few more interesting postures in the upcoming video, in the upcoming sessions. So until then, goodbye. Take care.